The wonderful company has orchards and ranches and offices from Oregon to Mexico, so they're always busy. 5 airframes, any mission. It's not unusual for this King Air to fly 8 legs in a day.
The King Air, they are their workhorses, and they can fly long days with 2 sets of crews on them. They're just hitting one place after another, back to back to back.
It's the volume and the pace of what we operate with the mind on safety. The mission is so different from what the normal business aviation mission is. We're moving thousands of people every year. The caravans, we could call it a utility mission, say from our Lost Hills plant, the wonderful pistachios and almonds, up to one of the Hullers and Firebaugh.
The biggest advantage to the caravans is they can get into the smaller airstrips. So like Dudley Ridge, where we have pomegranate orchards, they can land there, they can inspect the orchards, and they can get back on the plane and they can go. The other thing that's really nice about the caravan is the cost difference. The Gulfstream is our flagship, and if we have a large group, we just recently did a market trip out to Cincinnati, and we've done to New York before, so it can go all the way to the East Coast nonstop. The Pilatus, like the caravans, it can do the short runways, but it's pressurized, so it serves a multitude of uses.
A Citation, we've got 7 or 8 passengers on each airplane, so it's really utilized well. We don't limit who has access to the flight department. A lot of the times we've had folks that are having their meetings they're an hour or 2 apart, and they don't even know that the other group is asking for an airplane, so all of a sudden we put them together and say, if you can all leave at 9 o'clock instead of 8, we can make this happen, we'll fill an airplane and everything will be good. That goes back again to the scheduling department. They build it up, somebody comes along, pulls their one thing out, so you have to rebuild the whole day.
Flight coordinators constantly take the schedule apart and put it back together.
So let's say I have a shuttle built out and I've got a series of individuals on it, and all of those individuals have different roles and responsibilities. They may not all be from the same business unit even. You may have an executive who doesn't know their schedule until maybe 2 days prior, and now we have to suddenly rearrange everything to accommodate that person. And at the same time, trying not to completely mess up someone else's schedule. So maybe we have to move that group to another plane, or we have to negotiate with them about making a stop. Just imagine dumping out a 5,000-piece puzzle and maybe you're missing a piece, and you just have to literally take apart that whole puzzle and start all over again. And that is, my team does that constantly.
We're a farming company. It's all about harvest. The struggle that we have is not every airplane is on a phase inspection time frame that's going to work with that.
And maintenance is non-stop.
Our employees really drive the way I schedule. So we'll schedule around harvest. Beginning of January has historically been slower.
The maintenance team has a fantastic relationship with all of our MROs. They go and visit when they in-dock the airplane, and they work right alongside the mechanics to talk about the issues or what it's there for, even if it's just a phase.
We're fortunate that we get to go to 2 or 3 schools a year, each one of us in the department. We won't overlap on what we take, so we each can gain knowledge on different aircraft, so each of us are a little more specialized. That knowledge helps us quite a bit on maintaining the diverse airframes.